If any of my players are watching this, you're all going to die next week because you ran in front of that dragon when you shouldn't have.
I muted myself. I said I'm going to try not to be out of it this week or tonight, because today was one hell of a day at work.
Mine too.
You're still not showing up.
It's up, so you might have to refresh.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. All right. Oh, so internet heard the omnipotent one. Sweet. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yeah. This is what y'all did.
Do not forget that Lily will be an hour and a half late. That is going to be the new usual.
Oh yeah. That's all right. That is okay.
She catches up and rewatches.
No. That is just unfortunate for. I don't need my bookcase. Yeah.
We're in the throne room with Elf Elsa.
With Elf Elsa.
That does like that, yeah. Or the Mother of Dragons. I wonder if we ring a bell, she's gonna go crazy.
Who are y'all talking about?
The person on the throne.
Oh, that person.
Yeah, she looks like Elf Elsa.
Is not even the only person here. Bam.
Wow, Windharrow. Who's Windharrow?
So you can see the names.
I can't see shit.
I'd say go gadget Google
So-
image, but
So you can see the nameplates though underneath the tokens. That's interesting. Wonder why it does that, which is fine. But I need to remember that going forward.
this is fine.
You don't.
Part of a name on.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. You see the name on the token, don't you? Okay. You don't see the actual name written underneath it. Gotcha.
I would find it pretty comical if I saw Windharrow on the picture and Windharrow also under it for its name.
That is what I see.
Even better when a random character's called Gabe.
Haha. Called Gabe. Called what? Gabe. Oh, yeah. Gabe. That's right. That was so strange. I don't understand why that character's name was Gabe when there was no Gabe.
Powerful wizard dude, Gabe.
Where's Gabe?
Okay, don't ever name a random NPC Perval. It's just memes all night after that.
Well, apparently Nortaco was not a normal name.
No, it wasn't, because I immediately thought of tacos.
I was talking to my wife, like, I don't know, a couple days later, I was like, well, we were just driving down the road, not talking about D&D, and I look over, I'm like, what's wrong with the name Nortaco? She's
Man,
like,
I wish Sean saw this. I wish Sean saw this conversation.
She's like, that's not a name. Oh, we lost a Razor.
Razor,
Yes,
yeah.
Razor is back. Okay.
Oh, man, I'm just saying, like...
Welcome. Thank you all for watching. Hello. We will be getting started soon, but I am clearing my throat and allowing people time to connect and get in game.
I feel like anyone who does like writing or storytelling or anything like that is going to have that moment once in a while, like, what the hell's wrong with this? Or what do you think of this?
Like, etymology, it's a thing. It's a name. Literally.
We can't all be Tolkien and make up our own languages.
I mean,
Well, I mean, you could.
Yeah, just so much time.
Varying levels of success, but
Gup,
I mean,
Gup will do it.
some
Gup-
things are in the works.
Linguist.
Gup loves world building like a Swedish kid loves chocolate.
I have made an alphabet.
that is racist.
I prefer Swedish fish.
Swedish
Hey,
is like
world building is usually the fun part, and then you have to do the work part of making your world building do something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have to make it mean something. There's this world now.
Yeah.
Give it a cause.
I've read a lot of books
I
now
have all
that
this cool
like
shit. What am I gonna do?
make it up on the fly. Don't make it up on the fly. Don't make it a thing that you really attend to until it comes up for like the smaller things like drinks and food and culture.
Marco race. Oh, I need to open up a character sheet.
That's how George Martin did it. It worked fine until he just stopped trying.
That's how Ichiro Oda selects characters' birthdays until somebody writes in and asks what a character's birthday is.
There is something to be said for doing your world building as you're doing your story, though, because then you don't have just a bunch of excess crap you don't need. You're just making it up as you need it.
Exactly.
You don't have a page-long description of why this boat is named this and why it looks the way it does, and literally no one but you cares.
Yeah. I mean, the same could be said for the name of some campaigns. It's like make it about the voyage of the Hammerstone, and then watch one of your characters burn it down like within the first quarter of the game.
No, that boat burning was not the Hammerstone. The
that
boat
was a smaller, less significant.
Yes, that boat was just their opportunity, pretty much, at getting a free ship.
We don't burn down named boats.
Burn down named boats, just ones without names.
When the Hammerstone started, I vowed, like I promised before we even had session 1, I was like, this is not going to be a Titanic story. I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous. And so this is going to be like and then like session 2, bam, it crashes. And I was like, and you all washed up on the beach. Ha! Got him!
Balbator gets on a ship. Whenever Balbator gets on a ship for the remainder of the campaign, he's immediately going to name the ship if it doesn't have one. And he's going to tell Quincy immediately.
Do we have Paul is in game? Amika, Marcus, Reese. Okay. Everybody is in game. Yes, he is in chat. Alright, so I got Nastra's character sheet pulled up until she gets here. She is
She's kind of hurt.
She is hoiting. Alright, so where we left off last session, you had met a Jinn. Kind of had an exchange with him, an interaction. And just stream doing that thing where it repeats audio. It's because you were in Discord and stream, I believe. So you had, you had an interaction with the Jinn. Talked to him for a little bit. He was like, hey, chick's got my horn. Let me see what audio issues we're having here, because I don't...
Would have been awesome if he actually said it like that.
I don't know what is causing a double in the audio. Bear with me just a second, sorry. Before we get started, I want to get this audio situation figured out. Oh boy.
Grapes and wine are not bad. Gee, I wonder why.
You're basically just having grapes twice.
Yeah.
50 Shades of Grapes.
50 Shades of Grapes. Oh, man. Only if I run
like
into NPCs that look helpless.
Yeah. That feels like some kind of weird corner of YouTube sort of story.
Oh, God.
Do you guys watch the other D&D, like super popular D&D stream that I was talking about previously?
All things D&D?
No, that I've talked about in the past. Wow.
Slightly more information.
Light of something or another is their new campaign.
High Rollers?
High Rollers, yes.
Yeah, so I watched it because several of them are YouTubers. I watched anyway.
Have you guys seen campaign 1?
I haven't seen it at all.
Okay.
I don't know if I've seen all of them, but I saw like a couple dozen episodes or something.
Oh.
Right.
Well, in campaign 1, this guy that has an obsession with grapes, like his character does. Just made me think of that.
Yeah.
Alright, so, let me, while I'm trying to explain, also make sure that that my plugins are working. They never are. There we go. Okay. Let me make sure I can roll for her. I can. All right.
Public roll.
Public roll for her. Okay, so last week you had an interaction with the djinn. You were talking to it. He was like, "Hey, this lady's got my horn. Give it back for me." Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. And then you proceeded to knock a wyvern rider into the water and kill his wyvern, and walked into this pyramid-esque temple, slayed all of them, and then proceeded up the stairs to where you now see what you see before you. And to reiterate, what you see before you is a tall elven woman with long black hair, and she's got these magnificent kind of wings spread out behind her. She carries a really long spear. It's a staff with a spearhead on it, and she's got elegant white clothes on, like a robe, almost like a priest's dress. And you see a very finely crafted circlet kind of on her head, and she's got this choker necklace type ordeal, torque I think is what you call it, around the throat, as she is sitting in her throne. She does see you approach as you walk up the stairs and enter the room. The first person that she sees is what was marching order coming up here? We put everybody up here just so you could see what you see.
I think Paul was the first one that got up here.
Paul was?
I believe Amika was, actually. Paul came up and then went back down and started summoning his horse.
I would not argue up against Mika taking the reins on this one.
And to answer your question, chat, Lily will be late from school. So.
I think we're all in agreement that it was definitely Nysra.
All right, it was.
No.
Nope, Nysra was. She's back there petting the horse. Amika, yeah, you walk up to the store and you see this elder woman kind of look in your direction. What? What do we have here? Hello. Come in.
It's not what I meant to do. So is this the map in this floor here? Is this like raised, or is it like painted?
And the floor, it is painted.
So I can walk over it without
It's correct.
tripping or uneven floors or anything like that. I'll take a step forward. Amika will say, I am Amika. Give a bit of a flourish. We're traveling through the area. You could say stumbled upon your cult.
Cult?
And my, what a lovely cult this is.
Cult, you say? We are just... Interesting choice of words.
Well, I mean, you worship something, obviously, and something that typically other people do not worship. So that would be an isolated religion, which is typically defined as a cult.
Also the whole,
I'm
beating
sorry.
your members, enslaving, brainwashing, normal cult stuff.
No, Amika. Some people are into that sort of thing.
I don't know what you mean by enslaving. We are simply people here attempting to harness the power of the wind. We have done no harm.
Well, as there was a literal chain gang of enslaved people that were being actively tortured. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say bold-faced lie, but
I don't believe this could be from us. I wonder. Enslaved, you say?
There was a lot of whipping and flogging and that sort of thing too.
I bet it was that Thurl Moroska again.
There was bird
And some
people.
Yes, we have Kenku that reside with us.
Kenkwa?
And they're another race of people, just like you and I.
Oh. Interesting. Yes, that was most interesting.
I assure you that I condone no acts of violence. I condone no how did you say, flogging? No whipping? No.
I don't remember anybody saying flogging.
Can I insight checker?
You can, as you kind of try to hone in on this. I'm worried. Yeah, I mean, she seems to be telling the truth. I fear, perhaps, we have an issue with the Black Earth cult. I'm not sure how familiar you are with them, but this would not be the first time they have infiltrated our group. Why, I do not know. But they have it out to sully our name. They even commandeered our tower.
Do the Earth cultists have knives that, or darts or something, that follow people around corners? Mighty dangerous things. Almost seem to be powered by the wind itself.
That's likely something we have here. Yes.
Ah, so the Earth cultists must have gotten a hold of them then.
Well, no. I don't. They may have. I'm unsure. I know that if provoked, we will defend ourselves. You have come into our home, correct?
Well, there's no name out in the front. I didn't see a mailbox, so...
What would you say would be the proper course of action if you were to delegate it to the members of your religious sect? We'll say, coming upon, I don't know, hapless travelers that have wandered into your temple. She's just gonna kind of gesture about her.
Well, I would welcome you. Offer you feast, drink, rest.
And would you expect the same of your members?
I would, yes.
So
Not
far, we've
to-
mostly been welcome pointy things.
Oh. That is quite peculiar.
Razor.
Because so far, everyone we've come across has jumped straight to kill them. Well, with the exception of one guy that said leave first and then jumped to kill.
You know, I actually find this whole
That
establishment
was mostly
quite...
Marcus's fault, though.
Ah, damn it.
So
I find this establishment quite interesting. Harnessing the power of the wind, that's amazing. Can you tell me more?
oh, yes, we will get to this. The question before me, that as you have proposed, is that we have attacked you on sight, but you have stated that you went somewhere you were asked not to go, proceeded to continue through it, and then were attacked. That does not sound like you were met with hostility, whereas you asked for it. Just by mere observation.
Walked down a path, told not to go that way, turned around, walked back, found a different door.
Wait, who told us not to go that way? I forget.
Racist
Nice
just
I
going
was
to be
saying.
pointing at Marcus the whole time.
I have been nothing but a fair guest of this fine establishment. Fair.
Also-
in all reactions.
if you were to come across, I don't know, maybe a farming family or a family of people that looked as if they were, ragged farmers that were just your run of the mill commoners that had been chained hand and foot and were actively being tortured. I wouldn't expect you to just turn a blind eye.
I assure you, the only prisoners we take are those Black Earth cultists who continue to try to sully our name and wreak havoc on the towns above.
They didn't seem like cultists.
Sounds like something a cultist would say.
Oh, I assure you, I'm not a cultist. I am a visitor.
You're heavily overestimating him, by the way.
Racer, you wound me. Excuse her behavior. She's normally much worse than this. I did say that, right?
I like this one, as she kind of points to Reza. She has the right attitude and the flair of someone with power.
Why, thank you.
Oh, she's pointing at Racer, not Amika, who literally bosses around 3 people with surfer accents. Oh, fine. Racer, you do the talking.
Good taste is always appreciated.
I do extend out my apologies if anything brash or harm has come to you on actions from my people. I will look into this, but I do suspect we have people amongst us who are not who they say they are.
Oh?
Which proves quite problematic for me. The Black Earth cultists are downright awful, if I must say so myself. I'm sure you've heard what they have done in Beliard, yes?
No. What have they done in Beliard?
You don't know? Beliard has been...
Hints.
Beliard's been ripped in two. They opened up a chasm in the middle of town. Innocent people slaughtered. Fell to their deaths.
Was Beliard... DM the player, or player to DM. Was Beliard the town that we first started in?
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, no, Beliard is the first town you traveled to. You started in Red Larch. And then you traveled to Beliard.
Okay, that's right.
No.
Oh my. Oh my.
They commandeered our spire, posing as Feathergale Knights, although they are not. That Thrall Moroska is, he is a piece of work.
Well, that explains a few things.
He does sound quite evil.
Yes, and even worse so is Helen Ray. That cold, stone-hearted bitch from the Black Earth cult.
Isn't she the punchy one in that one room with the other punchy ones?
Oh yeah! Punchy McGee, I remember her.
Yes, well, she has been a thorn in our side for quite some time, her and Thur both.
Well, I will be happy to inform you that she is dead. You're welcome.
This is good to know. Though I wish harm on very few people. They are a group of ones that I will not shed a tear for.
Well,
Did you know you have a genie trap a few floors down?
Trapped, you say? No, I do not have a genie trapped. I have a genie in... you might call servitude, but I'm not sure how... You say trapped as if this is a bad thing. I'm not sure if you understand the djinn. A djinn is bound by servitude, friend. For reasons. Yes, one might free a djinn. And the djinn would do many things to make you believe that that's what you should do. But be wary, the very chaotic nature of a djinn is likely to kill the one who frees them. They are chaotic. Left unchecked, quite dangerous. So yes, while I do have him in quote servitude, I treat him very well. With respect, allow him free rein to wander about, do whatever he pleases. But no, I will not free him, for it is not my throat that would get cut. Not on my watch.
Well, he would cut a throat, you say?
They are very sneaky. Very good with words.
Yes, he even said such things like, I've never had a friend like him. It was a bit suspect.
You must watch
Mika,
them.
what should we do, Mika? Mika.
I'm chilling.
I would gladly accept any help in dealing with the Black Earth cult if it is something that you feel capable of.
How familiar are you with your disciples? Do you know them all by name or face?
Alas, not all, no. That is unfortunate, but while we grow, it is hard for me to keep up with everyone.
Well, we can't simply pick them out and burn them alive, then.
No, I would much prefer my people on the non-charred and still breathing spectrum.
As we all.
Oh, no, I meant the infiltrators. If you knew all
Oh.
of your people, we could pick out the traitors and burn them.
Yes, unfortunately, that is easier said than done.
What if I could offer a bit of encouragement to your members, or in this case, your hidden infiltrators, to reveal themselves?
She wishes to woo you with interpretive dance.
What? No. What?
A dance, you say, and you'll see her posture kind of shift up. She's been kind of slouching on her throne with one leg hacked up and kind of like tapping her...
the Jarls of Skyrim.
Yes. Tapping her fingers across the shaft of the spear or the staff in her hand. And she kind of perks up. A dance, you say.
Tapping her fingers on the shaft.
I was waiting for somebody to say that.
I was trying to be an adult, but yes.
Well, I am most adept at dancing, though wouldn't refer to it as an interpretive dance. I was more talking a spell.
Magic, you say.
I could
And how would this work?
I could set up an area that upon entering, one could not lie.
That is very interesting. How long can you do this for?
I can do it for a 10-minute period.
I don't know if 10 minutes is long enough to gather everyone.
I mean, we could gather and then have them take turns. I can recast it after... Well, no, I can recast it again after that. A few times throughout the day. And run them in small groups.
What if you were to bring me the ones that attack you? But my people would not just attack unprovoked. I feel that in and of itself shows people to not be true
Didn't we leave like a string of bodies?
You also have to keep in mind, though, it is very easy to convince a comrade to join you in arms if they can show that they are under threat, and we don't know how many innocents could get mixed up in one bad culprit.
Very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will dig into this myself because I do, like you, have magics of my own. And this is very angering to hear that people have just attacked innocent passerbys. You don't look like you mean any harm. As she kind of looks over at Nastra and Raisa, at least minimal harm.
Wouldn't hurt a fly without provocation, ma'am.
Yeah, she'd burn it.
So how about
Hurting and killing are two separate things, Marcus.
how about you undertake a job for me, which I will pay you handsomely for?
Oh, really?
We're listening.
Okay.
Rid me of this rid me of the Black Earth cult at its core, where they sit, where they stand. Not who's here. I can handle this. However, I cannot leave these grounds.
Why not?
I have many matters to attend to.
Do you happen to know where the core is?
I do, yes.
Do I believe that her response to that she has many matters to attend to, or that she's not? Well, one, do I believe it? More importantly, do I think there's more to it than that?
In addition to that question, Marcus also goes can't or won't.
Give me 2 insight checks. One for each of you.
14.
14. And Marcus.
14.
Also 14. So, Marcus, you believe the answer to your question? She says, she's going to answer honestly. Neither. Or, I'm sorry, rather both. Can't and won't. Amika gets some awkward vibes from her, but you can't really beat on if she's... You can tell she's not being completely forthcoming of all information, but you also believe that what she's saying out loud is true. So no, I cannot and I will not leave. It's too important for me to stay on my grounds here.
Leading from the front and not from behind. I admire that.
Yes. If you were to, however, get rid of this cult that call themselves the Black Earth Cult, they have a monastery. They have taken up the old Sacred Stone Monastery. And below, they have mines. These mines are filled with Durgar.
Ooh, I think we've already been through this place.
Have you?
I believe so.
Is this where
Briefly.
you found Helen Ray?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Like I said, we killed her.
Okay, very nice. Did you go further down into the mines?
We sure did.
And how did that go?
Let's see. Something bashed me across the head pretty hard. I think someone called it an Amber Hulk. Oh, nasty little thing. And then we found a bunch of people down there. We rescued them. We didn't think they deserved to be hurt.
Very
Just
good.
like your culture.
Very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Then we met a lich. Stayed in his weird bedroom.
Although technically that wasn't down, that was up.
Met a lich. How amazing that you're alive.
Yes.
He was oddly friendly.
He just wanted us to get off his lawn. That's all.
If you go deep below the sacred stone monastery, again, you will find the mines. I know that they proceed further down into an open chasm where they are currently doing God knows what.
Oh boy, horrific, unspeakable things.
Likely. If they've taken prisoners before, there's likely prisoners there again. Possibly some of my own people.
So, this pay you mentioned, how much are we talking?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Yay.
Ha 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 ha!
Dang.
Paul stands up all of a sudden. He's 10 times more dignified than he's ever been before. He's just... The Art of the Deal by Paul. Except his works.
660 gold pieces apiece.
Oh.
And I suppose you want your lot returned alive?
I would like that, yes.
Now, typically, my clientele, when they hire me, I like to see some of the payment up front. Ran into some sketchy business with some clientele back in Waterdeep, the Waterdavian nobles. They like to burn you after they use you.
But I actually agree with Marcus this time.
Marcus, give me a persuasion check with advantage, help from Reza.
Awesome. Oh my. Okay, good. Reza, bless you.
Paul stands up looking amazing. Marcus, trips and falls on his face.
But then I catch myself at the last second because I have advantage.
And you do this almost Willy Wonka roll, like you meant to fall.
Oh, that's amazing, Gump.
And up front.
About 30% up front. I mean, that's not too much to ask, is it? But I've never failed a mission. And that I assure you.
We give you 500.
And if we don't succeed, you can keep Marcus.
No, that's no, Reza, stop.
Fair deal. 100 gold
No.
apiece. Off the bat. Windharrow, give it to them. And you'll see this man, kind of this elven man that's kind of like sitting up against, with his back up against the throne. Put down his little lyre. He's got like this little loop. This little harp lyre, and he puts it down. Yes, ma'am. And he pulls out this coin pouch and he starts kind of counting while you're talking, and he'll hand each one of you 100 gold pieces.
Woot.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Marcus, right? And he begins to kind of like pull out the sketch pad and he kind of starts sketching your face and writing your name.
Yes, you. My name is spelled Raysa. That is how you spell Marcus. You can trust me on this one.
Does he look like you can trust him on much of anything?
Does who look like what?
What?
Does who look like what?
Does he look like you could trust him on much of anything?
Oh. No. No.
Oh, well, that ends well. Oh, yes, before I go, we were looking into this incident with emissaries from, what was the town again, Raysa? Do you remember?
They were heading for Summit something or other.
Yes, but where were they from?
Oh,
I'm drawing a blank.
are you talking
What was
about the delegates?
Ah,
From
the
Mirab-
delegates.
from
You
Mirabar.
have. Oh, you know.
Everyone knows that was quite the ordeal. Missing, they've gone, I believe.
Yes. That's
We
such a
found at
shock.
least one of them under the monastery.
That sounds... Ha! How typical. That sounds like the Black Earth cult. I assure you, there are none here.
Insight check.
Sure. That's it. Pretty honest.
Okay. Oh well, I had to ask.
Sure. I wouldn't trust you with this job if I did not think you would be thorough.
So there's doors to the north and south.
They
This
are
map.
they're not doors, they are curtains
Okay.
that are drawn closed.
Just curious on details.
Yes. We should be on our way.
Oh, and you could probably take your tower back if you wanted to now.
This is good to know. Yes. And no, I'm sorry.
It might be chalk.
The gin stays with me.
I'd say the same.
And Marcus, you and Amika feel something kind of cold, a draft blowing by you. And Paul, you are saying that the gin stays with you?
Oh, yeah. If I was in her position.
Oh,
I would
so
keep the gin too.
okay. I see what you're saying. Yes. Yes.
He's not getting combative.
He is. I do not ask him to fight for me. I do not ask him to do anything that I would not do myself.
He seems reasonably content playing with his rocks.
Yes. When he's not hounding people to set him free. She does air quotes.
So you said we feel something cold blow past us?
You did, you felt
cold
a-
wind or
You did, yes.
presence passing through us.
Someone called the
Invisible
ghost
helpers,
hunters.
or whatever, the servants that you use to clean things.
Yeah, specifically wasn't interested in. Does it give the impression of like an unseen servant or something along those lines to Amika?
Give me, first, give me a nature check. And we'll
Sure.
go from there.
Marcus is
5.
going to check his pockets to make sure the money he just got still there.
It's cold in here, so you just assume that somehow or another this world is unknown to you, that you don't necessarily have to be outside to feel wind here. Interesting.
Underground wind.
Not sure that's an assumption I would jump to.
But it's cold, you just assume it's just a draft from somewhere. And Marcus, give me an investigation check.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You believe all of your gold is there.
I like the word believe.
I do too.
I'll never let my last 3 gold be taken.
So, are the terms copacetic with you? Return to me in a
If we
fortnight.
fail, you get to keep more.
Yes.
No. No, there is no keeping Marcus. No, that is none. There is no deal in that regard. They
You
want
can
us
keep
to
the
be
gin
thorough. No, I am not keeping the gin company. He did look a bit cold, though. Racer, maybe you would like to stay.
She kind of leans over in your
No.
direction. I could always use a handsome man at my side.
You're too tall for me. I need to leave now.
She kind of smirks at you with a little bit of a wink.
I hand her like the squishy meat from the gargoyle.
She's
like,
Actually, I see if she would like it. I offer it to her.
this is like a cat that comes in with God knows what after they killed it, and they're like, "Here, present."
she's gonna look
And
at
then
it,
defended when you don't want.
and she's gonna give a slight disoriented look on her face as this elven man Winharo walks up and looks at her, and then looks at what you're holding, and he just kind of pokes it.
Paul was a generous soul.
And then he shakes his head, and she goes, "No, thank you."
So
I wave at her, and I go downstairs.
maybe I was just breezed in one ear and out the other while we were while I was answering a message. But do we have a concrete what success means?
What do you mean?
Rescue her people from the monastery and destroy
Oh.
them all.
Yeah, yes. Bring back to me some type of token to prove to me that you have, in fact, gotten rid of this Black Earth cult. They will have something. I know not what it is. They will have something deep in their protection. If you bring it to me, I will know. She'll actually tell you that she does know what it is that she wants. And I will tell you what it is that she wants.
It's not a shield with that insignia on it.
It is not. It is a pick.
A pick.
Like for mining with?
This is more geared towards war, but yes.
A war pick. Most peculiar.
It will look old. It will look... And she'll kind of like look towards her staff faintly. Powerful.
Ooh, she's got a staff. What's that look like?
It's a long spear. It's like a staff with a very pointy end on it. It is, in her hand, it is silver. It looks to be a mix of both dwarven and elvish craft.
Ooh.
It's got a very sharp point on it. It sits as almost as tall as her whole body. It's got a pointed end at the bottom, and then the shaft comes all the way up. As it goes up towards the top, you're going to see a small little ornate spiral of silver around it as well. And then it goes into the head of the spear, which is silver, got a couple little flourishings off of it, and then goes into a very fine point.
Interesting.
It probably would be quite satisfying to bury the point of a pick in your enemy's face.
Yes. Is it considered a... Let's see what it is considered.
So we are in agreement then that
It is a spear, yes, not a staff.
we are in agreement then that showing you this pick will prove that we have completed our end of the bargain.
Yes.
Amika will give a very slight bow, and then turn and start making her way towards the exit.
Yes, Marcus will follow the fox lady.
Yep. Raisa will just kind of give a flippant wave and follow Amika.
Okay. You can go ahead and move yourself down towards the stairs. I'm moving Horsey to the
No,
other
we
side.
can't because you paused.
Oh, there you go. How come you can't see? Hang on. Why can you not see her? Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Is why. I've been wondering why, but that's not supposed to be there.
Oh, hey, yeah. Good thing I wasn't
Good thing
rude.
nobody got too aggro.
I was wondering why. Well, okay, so and I was wondering why this never got brought up, but because there was a line there that wasn't supposed to be there. The people you see behind this are like laying on the ground, heavily intoxicated.
Sounds like my kind of party.
Oh, that makes this room look even more fun.
So you're saying there's drunken orgies here too? So this is a cult. All right, moving on.
So, because I am not taking
Drunken orgies
notes,
about being in a cult.
because I am not taking notes for this session, because I am usually working. I am actually working right now. Can you write down, because you're keeping notes, right, Risa? Can you write down the wording of the agreement that Amika clarified there at the end?
Oh my god, Amika's a devil.
Because it was agreed upon that showing her the said pic signifies completion of our agreement.
Oh god, you didn't make them sign a contract. They're gonna argue this.
Amika never once agreed to hand over the pic, just show it. Feel like this might become important later.
This is why I let her talk, not myself.
This is like some, genie sticking to the letter of your agreement evilly.
Yeah. Yes, she would make a good devil of Avernus.
All right, so
You don't know where she's from
We
or
all
what
got
her
our
background
gold.
is.
Yeah, I guess.
let me see. Let me grab your tokens here. Bear with me just a
All we
second.
could fail on purpose and leave Marcus with her.
My god, Firewoman, would you quit trying to get rid of me?
And as you... There we go. Alright. As you come down the stairs, you're going to see the djinn. Kind of hover over towards you all. Yes, I believe you to follow me out of this place. Yes?
Yes.
I show you a way. Sure, follow out here.
I feel like the jerk who didn't grant Genie that final wish in Aladdin right now.
I was going to say that his name isn't Robin is a little disappointing.
I'm just going to copy her token and paste it when we get there.
Feel free to just move me along.
Slash follow.
I know, right?
He is going to lead you out here. Is Paul and Raisa following as well?
Yes.
Okay. He's going to continue to lead you
I was
down
taking
here.
notes and didn't see where
No, that is fine.
he went.
I just need to know if you are or not. Then we can...
We lost Paul.
Oh, we lost Paul. Paul's with you too. Chicka-cha.
Good job.
Chicka-cha. Alright. So Ati here is going to continue to lead you down this way.
Oh, hello there. Are you hungry? Ah, no, I have to follow the jet. Excuse me.
Please don't Don't interrupt. They are doing rite of passage.
Why are you offering food to random people?
You don't remember the session from a few times before, where one of those jerks
Apparently
did
not.
something. Yeah, no, somebody did something mean to me a few sessions or like a few rooms away, where they all beat me with sticks when I tried to save them. So to get even with these cultists, I went over and I fed one of them tied to the freaking pillar because we found out they would auto fail their rite of passage.
They were fasting and you forced food down his throat.
I was doing him good.
Through here,
So that's what we call it.
will lead you out. Follow the stairs all the way up, and you will come back into the Sighing Valley.
As we're walking, Amika is going to respond to Races. I mean, if you really want, Race, I could just, subtly encourage him to also want that. Just go wink at Race.
Oh my god. You both forget how often I save both of you.
We can at least use him for this last little quest.
Ah, yes.
He is useful on occasion.
Yes. You know what's useful? My back, because it's so sore from carrying all of you on my shoulders. Ah!
Amika's just gonna turn the knife around. Give like the exasperated eye roll.
She's gonna shrug with the hammer on her shoulder. And, so he kind of points y'all into the direction of this door. And then you're going to see him pop away and then pop up behind you. And there we go. I look forward to see you again.
Don't worry, we have not forgotten. We shall return.
One way or another. Yes. Maybe I had a friend with one they called him Marcus. Forever. If you fail. I kid. You strong.
How do you feel about having a roommate?
We do not room together, Racer. You can't get rid of a roommate you don't have. Eats
Not
great.
quite what I meant.
And he will go begin to make his way back up.
Getting through some of these doors isn't easy sometimes.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm really having to finagle with fingers because I'm too lazy to grab the mouse right now.
All right. Oops. So what is it y'all do from here?
We do need to resupply. Maybe we should head back to one of the towns. Oh, actually, I do want to check on Belliard. I hope what she said isn't true.
So yeah, y'all walk back up for quite a while. It was a couple miles.
Oof. My ears don't pop. I hate
Quite
that
the
stuff.
As you make your way to... Is it gonna load?
Yes. 60,
All right.
70, 80, 90, 100.
Question: can unseen servant carry me?
It cannot.
Strength of
No.
2. Nope, that seems
No,
unlikely.
it cannot. Yeah. It cannot.
Welcome back, Paul. We have sold you off to them for an extra 300 gold each.
300 gold. Not each.
Each.
Mika's boys, did we leave them at the bottom of the stairs or the stop? Well, I guess
They
probably
were
not stairs, but
they were kind of at the bottom-ish
gates.
of the stairs. Yeah.
okay. So they were at the gates, not at the exit to the underground library.
Correct. They were at the stairwell leading up, not at the gate, which is close to each other regardless.
like halfway, no, not even halfway, maybe like 15% of the way up the climb back up. She's like, Mika's gonna just remark, when we get somewhere a little more stable, we're gonna have a pelican made.
Why do you want a pelican? Isn't that like a bird?
Yeah, I think she needs it to catch some of these fish because she doesn't want to go hunting. Is that right, Amika? I think I'm starting to figure you out more.
Grace is just gonna kind of sigh and be like, "Well,
One
at
of the-
least very useful."
One of them throws their hair back. Yes, I will fish for you. Day or night, I will catch you all of
I'm
the perch.
I'm picturing Fabio right now. I will catch it for you.
Mika's just gonna be like rubbing the bridge of her nose as she walks. Like, maybe we'll have 2 made. I'm sure we can get Marcus to carry.
You will get nothing. Nothing at all.
He keeps going on about how strong his back is. We should put it to good use.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, for a person such as you, Racer, I need 2 hands to carry.
Just use your hands and your big head, and we'll get that just fine.
Amika is going to summon her invisible mage hand and just like swat Marcus on the nose.
What is... The wildlife is quite dangerous here. We should proceed.
Is your mage hand invisible?
Yeah.
Okay, you get the same cold feeling you felt in that Marcus as it wafts by your face.
I swear to God, something keeps trying to feel me up here.
Yeah, okay, so
Found a
you
Randy.
y'all managed to make your way up the stairs and back out. It is daylight outside. None of you have keen mind, so it looks to be somewhere around midday. As you begin kind of walking along the stream, you see Feathergale Spire up in the distance. You can see everything on the map, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you see Feathergale Spire up in the distance, which you recognize because you've been there. You see the rocky area that you... Let's see if you can see these or not. Let's see. How objects... Yeah,
I
you
feel
can,
like we're in a
yeah, you can see that.
overworld music right now.
Oh, I forgot to turn on watch together.
Yeah. No, you'll get the same vibe too immediately, Lucius.
Good. Successful then.
Yeah.
You see the...
Oh God.
You see the dead rocks, which is the area you saw gnolls feasting at on your way down. However, you did not trigger them before. They did not catch you, and they do not appear to be there now. You do know that... Well, let me pull up my map here. Let me pull up my map in my old eyes here. You are... Where on this map are you? Oh, here. You do know that Belliard is going to be northeast of where you're at about a solid 2 days constant travel, 2.5 days if you stop and rest.
We should travel there. I do want to see what's become of them. What say the rest of you? I don't want to be the sole decider of this action.
I'll actually
What
put you
direction
on
did you say Belliard was from us?
northeast.
Northeast. If
North.
I'm correct, I think it's about 2.5 days from here.
My feet hurt.
And the monastery is south of us somewhere, right?
Oh, that dang Google thing doesn't go away. Can you see everything on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, or can you see the
It's
map,
just
I guess?
white for me right now.
Waiting. Well, I can't see anything. Here we go. Here we go. It's
There
loaded.
it goes, yeah.
Yep, I see the Google thing.
You didn't fix it.
No. No, I did not.
So we are currently somewhere near the Feathergale Spire, right?
You are kind of passing right by it. That X is essentially exactly where you are, right here on Feathergale Spire. Now that I know how to show this stuff, I'm showing you stuff that you know.
Ooh.
Oh my god, look faster.
Right? There's one bird. Some couple.
Oh, come on. Click on the right. There we go.
So it's east to Sacred Stone Monastery and northeast to Beliard.
Correct.
Oh,
How far to the monastery do we think?
You could make it to the monastery in if you stopped to sleep, you would make it there by morning the next day.
how are we doing on food as well? I don't want to go hungry while we're out here.
You can give me a survival check if you want to try to find food.
Hmm.
We can always go to the monastery. What do we find there?
What, for food?
They have to eat too.
True, and I don't like them, so I have no qualms in taking their food.
Amika knows that they have food.
Mika's just gonna
For a bit.
point at the spire, and she's like, "Well, we could just, take what they had."
I could just take the whole spire.
Hmm.
It's an option.
Some people just want to help others, and then there's people who just want to see everything burn.
The Lich is in the monastery.
That's not true. I just want my own tower. Fairly standard for my sort.
I never knew that's what you wanted out of life. A tower, you say?
I mean, it's one thing I want out of life.
We should have negotiated.
For a castle, a palace, or my own kingdom as well.
I just want to support my teacher. See him live in comfort. He did adopt me, after all. Yes. Well, perhaps we should go to the Sacred Stone Monastery and loot and pillage and leech the food off them, like some of us have done before. Didn't
Look at
catch on to
Marcus.
that
He's
one.
finally started.
Yes, well,
Let's be mindful of crossing the river too. We might be on the left of it. Just to the right.
Yes, y'all did have trouble with the river before.
If we go to the monastery, we shouldn't have to cross it, though.
Yes, you do have. No, the monastery is on this side of the river.
Yeah, if we go to Beliard, we would have to cross it.
Correct.
That being said, there's very obviously a bridge on this map to the north.
Yes.
Yes, we've been on it.
You have been on the bridge. Yes, you have.
Oh, well, I have not been on the bridge. What's
That's
his
Mika.
name? Jahar has been on the bridge.
Kind of learning how to show stuff here.
I see. It has a GM info layer, just like Roll20?
No, it has. You can either hide something or not. There is no layer. It's just a
Simpler.
yes.
Per token, then.
Yep. There you
Well,
go. Kind of showing.
You said
some
it was
stuff.
about midday.
Yep, it is. So you know that you can travel to the Sacred Stone Monastery and make it there. If you sleep a normal long rest, then you can make it there by morning. If you travel all the way to Beliard with rests, it's going to take you 2.5 days. So you would get there in the middle of the third day.
Or we could go
And then we would
to
have to come back to the monastery.
Feathergale Spire and sleep, and then make it to Sacred Stone Monastery sometime the next day or next week.
If we're allowed back in there, last we were at Feathergale, we had
We
to...
left it vacant.
Yeah.
Oh, we did leave it vacant, didn't we? Yes. Let us go to Feathergale Spire. I find the accommodation...
That's why Rachel wants it.
I thought we were talking about Sacred Stone Monastery, to be honest. All right, let us go. I will guide us there. Do you need a survival check for that, Gup?
No, I mean
Do
you
we need
you
it?
literally see it from where you're at.
Okay.
It is a towering spire standing at the top of a large rock pillar in the middle
wasn't
of
sure
the
if we could see
Sighing
it over
Valley.
Dead Rock.
But I think we can find it.
Well, I wasn't sure if we could see it over dead rocks. That's
Yes.
just me.
Yeah, you certainly can.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. You are. I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
just love the notion that we can stand here and blatantly see this tower, and Marcus is like, "Well, I'll lead the way."
I like that. That's canon. That's 100% canon.
Yep. Amika is gonna like exaggerated, like roll her eyes and say, with a very heavy hint of sarcasm, "Lead on, my hero."
Fine. If you want some mansplaining, be prepared for the largest mansplaining in your entire life. First off,
It's like it's something new.
you think you need to cast fire all the time.
We
Oh,
destroyed
great
the bridge,
stuff.
or the chains too, right? So the bridge is.
The bridge is down, yes, because it has no chains. Huh, cool.
I'd like to leave Horsey guarding the door, and then let my children investigate the tower. If that's okay.
They can certainly run around it, yes. And, let's see. If I can find a war horse.
What's the weather like?
The weather is bright, sunshiny. Oh, why is it... Oh, no. No, where did it go?
Is it
That's not the
sunshiny?
way-
I thought it was getting close to night.
By the time you get here... No, it was midday when you left, and it's only going to take you a couple hours to get here from where you're at.
Like early afternoon,
Yeah, I mean, midday. Actually,
early evening.
you've got to climb.
What?
That's right.
You have to climb.
We have to go down over the kobold place, but we'd have to get back up to the tower somehow.
True.
Yep. Yeah. Going down with a horse is more likely than the horse going up, so I'm going to go ahead and say that Horsey is not going to be able to climb the 200-foot cliff.
Oh, come on. This isn't like Skyrim rules.
No, this is not Skyrim.
Horse can't walk.
You want to do an acrobatics
With no
check?
Can you? No, just there's no way for the horse to actually climb up a 200-foot cliff. Skidding down was crazy enough, but
You can just resummon them, right?
yes, that is something you can do as well.
He's basically a Pokemon.
Oh God.
I do need. We'll just do one acrobatics or athletics check to judge your ability to get up and down this cliff.
Natural 6 for an 11.
Okay.
Wait, are we electing somebody to do this?
No,
Or
one
is
per
it-
I
person.
guess we'd all.
Oh yeah, I just assumed one per
Okay.
person. Yeah.
Where the hell is... Oh, it's the first one. Ew.
Oh my. So
I feel like I
Freaking
should
Paul
tell y'all about
is
my
like an
wolf
anime
fang
character.
fist attack at this point.
Paul and Nashra make it up just perfectly fine. Mika, Rasa, and Marcus, you slip and fall about 30 foot up and take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh my God.
Oof.
How does it feel to be the comic relief?
After
I
which,
don't know. You
um,
Krillin.
After which, you're going to see that... Ooh, did she or did she not? Let me see if she did something. Let's see. Let's see if I can see if they're there. Come on, computer.
Can I use shield as a reaction to prevent the damage?
No, unfortunately, no. Because it does not have anything to do with your AC.
Why are you on the verge of dying?
Nah, not really, but
That night is young.
11 damage is a good chunk to race that.
Yeah.
Ha! She does. Okay, so adventuring gear. You'll notice after you fall the first time that Nystra was smart and put in pitons up and down the cliff with... She only has one rope. So the last 50 feet having a rope attached to it. So you're able to kind of climb up and down these pitons with a little bit of assistance and make it up the cliff your second go about.
Ah.
And so you do successfully climb. What did you did you leave Horsey to resummon, or is he just chilling down there? What do you want to do with him?
Paul.
I still didn't have my headset set up for the push to talk. I'd leave Horsey on the bottom just for a little bit, and he'd go looking at stuff.
Okay. Well, he will be...
I'll just summon him when we rest.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so he will walk around and kind of meander about, keeping watch on what the going-ons of the knoll, like keeping an eye out for more knolls and stuff like that. As he can telepathically kind of respond with you. And he does not see any knolls at the moment. You do. Is Marcus down? No, never mind.
Marcus is not down now.
I have a different bar somewhere for some reason. Okay, actually, let me just re-put your tokens out here because they're not updating correctly for me.
The whole world goes dark.
If only for a moment.
I see only dark for me.
I was born in it. Amika.
I was born a darkness.
You merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
And you do manage your way up the cliff and kind of onto the drawbridge of the spire, which you see before you now. I don't think it's paused. No, you're able to kind of move about as you will.
As we're entering into the tower, Amika is just going to tell Brad, will you prepare us for our journey tomorrow, food and such, and make sure to send one of the boys to find appropriate lodging. So I'll be on the roof.
What was their
head up to the tower top?
What was their three names? Brad,
Phil, and Barney.
Barney.
I
Yeah.
could have sworn one of their names was Chad.
No, Brad is the Fabio one. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, Brad is the major domo, so he's kind of like the leader.
Oh.
Major Domo Brad.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Right away. I will prepare the garden. Ah, yes. Paul. Barney. As he says Barney with a little bit of... He's like, Paul. I'm not Paul.
Phil.
Phil, go to the garden. Get some carrots. Barney, go sit and be quiet, as I have work to do. And he rushes off to the kitchen.
He's talking like Shatner.
Mika's gonna make her way up to the rooftop.
And as you make your way up to the rooftop, you do walk in and you see a bunch of dead bodies laying on the ground.
Ugh, we should do something about that. Raisa?
I'm gonna go see what Amika's doing.
The exact same thing.
I'm gonna roll a dice for something.
See if the respawn timer hit.
No, and that is
The
Y'all
Chimera
just-
or whatever's back.
you're just gonna leave them here. And Nostra's gonna start dragging them out and throwing them over the bridge.
I will
Barney,
say, the one time she doesn't want to burn something.
Barney, help her if you would. And she'll head up and start summoning Unseen Servant.
Burning dead things isn't as much fun, Mark.
Mm.
The squeals they make when they cross over from the living is what makes it such a thrill.
I like the sound. Like Wraith is a not so subtle, just psychopath.
Sadistic, the word you're looking for.
So you do have an empty spire amongst you, and Paul, as you walk in, you are greeted by some small little twig-esque sapling figures, yours, that you recognize, and they bring you a couple of things. One of them brings you 2 shiny copper pieces. One of them brings you the top of a carrot, as if it had tried to pull it from the garden, but the grass part broke, but he thought that was the best part anyway, so he brought it to you. And the other brings you a dagger, but it's a very, like, it's, you see it across the room as it's trying to drag this dagger, and it is struggling really hard. It also has blood on it.
The dagger or the sapling?
The dagger. The dagger.
Like the Sapper League found a dagger, murdered something, and
What are you gonna do?
I go over and see why the dagger's taking him so long. I guess.
It weighs probably twice what he does. But his eyes are like super like. Look, big shiny. And the other one's just like walking by, putting its little twig hand over its face, pushing it, and it's holding up you like these little grass pieces to some carrot. Screw the dagger, I got carrot leaf.
the great part's the good part.
So you may add all 3 of those: 2 copper pieces, a dagger, and carrot grass to your inventory.
Excellent.
I was just gonna have an inventory of random crap.
Gargoyle meat and carrot leaves.
Eventually
Bloody.
he'll be able to make some sort of stew.
Stirring it with a bloody dagger. Let's not feed him full of ideas here.
I know, right?
Or do. So, yeah, with that being said, you have the availability to long rest here and eat and freshen up and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything in particular you're wanting to do during this long rest, let me know.
The doors across from the bridge, that's where I'd keep Horsey. Because he'd be out of the rain, but he'd still be able to see if anyone was coming.
All right.
Amika is going to be, well, at least while the sun lasts, she's going to be sunbathing on the top of the tower. While being fanned by an unseen servant.
I lost Horsey's token for some reason.
So Dragon's Breath, the initial cast takes a slot, but using it after that doesn't, right?
Correct.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you use a slot to imbue yourself with the power, but then after that, the slot's already expended. You just have to maintain concentration, and then you have to use it to bonus action, right? Or is it an action? Which is
I think it's an action. It's a bonus action to cast a spell and an action to breathe fire.
okay. Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So you spend the bonus action to imbue yourself, and then either that turn or any subsequent turn, while you maintain concentration, you can use your action to breathe fire. So if you had bonus action spells, for example, you could cast a spell with a spell slot as a bonus action, and then breathe fire as an action.
What?
Problem.
Oh man. Yeah, just with my token, but it's okay. Yeah. So, is there anything in particular y'all are wanting to do, or are you just wanting to take advantage of the long rest?
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't happen to be a palanquin laying around, does there?
There does not. There does not. No, just happened to be one.
How in-
I know, right?
I wonder what happened to the Warhorse token. That's so strange. I'm gonna go copy and paste it off of another page. So bear with me. Just a second.
Can Brad fashion a palanquin out of materials about the tower?
That would take some time. That would
they can't do it overnight.
No. That is definitely something that you can have them do.
I mean,
over a
unless you're
couple
making it
days.
fancy, the palanquin is a pretty simple structure.
Yeah,
Is it
literally.
It's just a box on handles.
I mean, you can even go to the point of the two poles that they put on shoulders and just a platform on it and some blankets over it.
Let's see.
Kind of like a stretcher, just
Yeah, I mean at that point you almost are making a stretcher.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Or yeah.
Palanquin.
Oh, Palanquin. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
If you go full blown, it's literally a stretcher with a box on it that you sit inside of.
Yeah.
And
If you want to get real fancy, it's like a wagon without wheels. But
Think
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was looking for a really primitive version of one.
I mean, the lightest form you can go would be
That's
literally a stretcher, a slightly wider stretcher that.
a really,
blankets
Nope.
and
a
stuff
really
on it.
No.
even construction-wise would just be a chair with two handles bolted to the sides.
You send them off.
True.
You tell them what you want, and you send them off on a quest amongst the spire, and you will find out what they do in the morning.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Haha.
He's gonna have fun with this.
She wants. She's essentially sending them off to prepare for travels tomorrow. In her mind, preparation is food and water, normal stuff like that. Some way of them are not having to walk.
Yeah, no, I got this. Now let me find Warhorsey again.
And
Definitely got this. Let's see. Where the hell
I guess that would
is
be it, actually.
Warhorse?
Those two. And then if they can find a change of clothes for her.
How is Warhorsey gone off of every map? Let's see.
Serious experience. Warhorse.
Where were y'all just at a minute ago? Oh yeah, here.
Whatever that underground place was called. He is a celestial being. So.
He's gone from this one too. Oh my god. Okay, so he's just not going to be circled until next time. Did I put him on it?
Purged from the world.
Yeah, that's so strange. And my add-on that does add-on to Foundry VTT that automatically does makes tokens. Like there's a part of it where you just click on their token, and it's like an add-on thing that I added onto it, a mod or whatever, and it automatically puts the portrait into a circle. Oh, it's so nice. I don't have to make tokens anymore.
Sweet.
But unfortunately, that stopped working. Not sweet. Ah! I found it!
Huzzah!
Warhorsey! Alright. And so you want him on the inside, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. And so they send you off on a quest. What is sleeping arrangement? Who is sleeping where? You have 3 layers of this. Actually, since you've been throughout it all, we're going to go ahead and tear down some walls. Oh, I wish there was a faster process. Oh, God. We're not going to tear down some walls. Maybe a couple.
Hey, Brad.
There we go. Can you at least kind of see the different layers? You cannot, can you?
No.
Okay, well, screw it.
Not really,
That's
no.
what you get. Okay. You can through Fog of War, though, right? Like, it's just... Can you scroll up and see anything?
Yeah. I
Okay.
can still see it from the last time we were here.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, where do you want to spend your rest? As the tower is yours to command at the moment.
Is the weather
Not sharing a bedroom.
super clear?
Yeah, it's not. It's like a clear sky. There's stars up in the sky. There is no precipitation, and it is
Yes.
an average 71 degrees outside.
Perfect. Amika is going to sleep on the rooftop under the stars.
Raisa prefers a roof and would go find a room she can sleep in.
There are
Marcus
rooms.
Going to sleep where he drops.
Marcus sleeps there. Horsey there. Raisa, there are bedrooms on both the floor you are on, and the next 2 floors up.
She'd probably pick the floor like closest to the roof since that's where she was. Because who wants to walk more than necessary?
All of you women in this party.
Mika's actively trying to get to the point where she doesn't have to walk at all.
It's like at least one of you is sadistic and the other isn't.
There is torches in here too. That you can light.
I made a token for Horsey, so you're welcome, Gup.
I have Horsey's token. Or is this a joke?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Oh, do I need to look
Yeah.
in Discord? Is that what's... Oh!
Yeah,
Nice.
that's how I picture Horsey.
That's hilarious. Also accurate, I'm sure. Okay, so Nysra is going to... I'm going to roll a d3. Let's see what floor she sleeps on. Oops. Second floor. And Paul. Where's Paul sleeping?
Do I know how the other people are sleeping?
You know that Marcus plopped down there next on this floor after eating and stuff. Nasra would have said that she's going upstairs to sleep on the second floor, and you never really saw Mika or Raisa come back down from the roof.
I guess I'd go look. Okay, no, that's
Or. Oh
There
wait,
we-
never mind.
There we go. Hey, welcome.
Do I have perfect timing? Is that what's happening right now?
Potentially, perfect timing for a long rest.
Oh, great. How dead is Nirsa right now?
Well, there has been no combat yet, but she is
Ah.
taking some damage.
Low
Not-
amount of brain.
Well,
What?
from last session.
Um,
From last session, she's still low. So don't long rest yet, though, because first let's find out where Paul is going to bunker down for the night. You have a bedroom you could share with Marcus on the bottom floor, and then you have bedrooms on the second and third floor as well. It's working.
Wow, that's a great first roll of the night. And that's just my test roll.
Get the bad ones out of the way.
Best way to think of it. Keep telling yourself.
I don't know. If Tim's game last night is any indication, I'm probably gonna die tonight.
I keep forgetting if I have shift held or not. I know you already described where they're sleeping.
Yes, yes.
Does it kind of look as if giant vultures will return and attack us?
You-
I don't know.
You don't know, but your little sapperlings kind of let you know that there is nothing around. That the place is empty besides y'all.
I'll probably sleep right there, and then in the 2x2 box right in front of the door, I'll move Horsey to there.
Okay, to right up there. Is that right? Or the other door? Or there? Which door? This door or that door? This one? Okay. We'll put him there. And then, okay, so, Raisa, I need you to roll me a d6.
A D6.
Correct.
I can't move me or the horse.
You have the
I don't
horse.
see the horse.
You don't see the horse? It's right above you.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. So do you want him in front of this door right here, or the door over the open door with the? Okay, there you go. Yeah. And so now, Raisa, I need you to roll me a D3. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Not suspicious at all.
Totes suspicious. Music change.
Who is taking first watch, by the way? Because this also makes a difference.
I will take the first one.
Oh, why did the music change?
Wait, so where is everybody? I'm by myself.
You are sleeping in a room. You have. Why
Yeah.
is the music doing this? What is happening here?
On the bottom floor, Horsey will be the entire watch.
Oh, Horsey can watch, so everybody else can sleep. Okay, makes sense. So, Horsey is going to. In that case, I can put the music back. Oh, it was on purpose. Got him.
I'm gonna do something real quick.
What is that?
So what time did you say about when did we get here?
You would have got here around the beginning of evening. Sun's still in the air, but setting.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Amika would have fallen asleep like maybe an hour after she started sunbathing, 30 minutes to an hour, and then slept for like 4 hours, and then would have been up for 2 or 3 hours, and then finished her long rest.
Wow.
Do not hit your long rest buttons yet. Because after the sun goes down, Raisa, let me find this. Nope. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. Okay. That's funny that just happened. Because, Paul, as you're kind of sleeping up with your back against the wall, and Amika, I would say you're probably awake on the roof at this point.
Okay.
Everybody else sleeping in their beds. Horsey is going to kind of nudge you and wake you up. I do want everybody to go ahead and roll initiative to start this. Horsey's going to wake you up, Paul, as he sees 3 black and red canines start walking or start kind of running through this open gate. As they approach, he wakes you up.
I thought we had to climb.
You had to climb.
We went down into the valley.
Y'all were in the valley, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Y'all were in the Sighing Valley. That's the same one y'all you descended that way as well.
Yeah.
And then
So dramatic. Warhorse rolls for initiative.
Gee, I wonder what we're running into.
Could be anything.
Could be absolutely.
Could be anything. All right, so
Probably not hellhounds, though.
Marcus, you are going to have a round of surprise. You don't know what's going on at the moment. You are sleeping.
Okay.
Nysra, same. Paul, you have been woken up by your horse, informing you that this is what he sees. You also see one coming into. You see 2 coming across the bridge. What you see before you are large. Large compared to a normal size of a dog. Large, red-eyed, like a black coat. And you see their mouth snarling as kind of slobber's coming down. And when the slobber hits the ground, you're going to see it sizzle as their bellies and their throat area kind of starts glowing red. And they have very beady, bright red eyes as they begin to kind of approach inside of the room. What does Paul do?
I would try to howl as loud as I can.
Howl. Okay. Yeah. Give me a performance check.
Wolfman.
Let's see exactly how howl this is.
You can do it. I believe. Hey.
Paul, with the literal lungs of an opera singer, howls, beginning at a medium-low growl up into a higher-pitched howl, which will be enough to wake up the rest of you. Amika, you will hear something coming from below. You're going to hear it from the outside of the tower as the sound has gone through the gate and up, whereas everybody else is going to hear it coming from the inside of the spire, kind of traveling up the staircase. That is just that's just a free action, Paul. If you have anything else you're wanting to do,
I'm gonna then look. Horsey comes please. He comes right over after me, huh?
he does. Yes.
And I will attack them with my hammer.
All right, roll attack. On my screen, it says Paul Hound. Because Paul is covering up hell, so it just says Paul Hound. Unfortunately, 9 is going to... I'm sure it's going to miss. Yes, 9 is going to miss. As you kind of are still waking up, you go to smash this thing with your hammer, but he's nimble and kind of just jets out of the way of the hammer.
I'll use my second attack the same way.
Okay. Ah, 6 is also going to miss.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. As he kind of snarls, and just dips out of the way of your hammer. For the second attack, you will, Mika, up at the top, hear a ting, a sound of a hammer hitting stone. Anything else for Paul?
I have any bonus action stuff. Oh yeah, I'm done.
All right. Oh, that's why. There we go.
Of course, he
So-
might back a little to get the 20 points he needs to hit the guy, but then we would try to do it with advantage since I'm behind.
Okay. Yeah, he can't go 20 feet because there's no room, but he can still attack with advantage. So he'll run up and hoove the thing with advantage. 19 will hit. For 12 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, you're going to see Horsey kind of like take your lead as he sees you go on the other side and start swinging, and he walks up and he just like cracks this thing right in between the eyes with his hoof, dealing 12 points of bludgeoning damage. What does Amika do?
So, this is happening simultaneously. So she technically wouldn't be aware yet that something was attacking.
Correct.
So she would be on the rooftop, probably singing. Yeah. So she's gonna be on the rooftop singing. Question: how tall are the floors?
Like each floor of the building. The
It's
bottom. The bottom.
floors?
No, the bottom floor is 20 foot, and every floor past that is. Let's see. Floors. White stone. They are. Oh, I'm sorry. All of them are 18 feet high.
So he is not within 60 feet of her.
No.
Paul is not within 60 feet of her.
That is correct. Where is my.
So basically, we need like 20-ish movement to go down the stairs, essentially.
Yes. We'll do 20 to get down the stairs, yes. That sounds good to me.
So she will not give Bardic Inspiration because he is more than 60 feet away. I don't have anything that's going to reach that distance that doesn't require sight. So Amika is going to, I guess, spend her action just playing her song or singing, and then hearing the scuffle going on at the bottom of the stairs, she's going to grab her outermost vestment and throw it over her shoulders and start running down the stairs.
Okay. How are you gonna? You used an action to sing, so
Yep.
you're gonna use your full 30
30 feet.
movement to get down. All right. Let me move your
Should we put her-
token.
This one, right? Oh, right. I have to go around the corner, too. So that
Yep.
would have
You
been
do.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Well,
10 feet. So
yeah,
you're
we'll
right.
put you down here at the stairwell. As you see,
Yep.
actually, these doors should be closed. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
That will be the end of Mika's turn.
All right, and this one that got hit by Horsey is going to dip through the corner. It will provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Paul, if you would like.
I would like, yes.
All right, make attack. Oh my god. Oh, it's advantage because you were flanking at the time he's moving. So that will hit for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you do it.
I'd like to add the magical strike.
All right, you're
Divine Smite.
smiting. Let there be a smiting. Smiting does increased damage to undead
Fiends and undead.
and fiends. Okay. Yep, go ahead and what level smite are you using?
1.
All right, go ahead and roll me. That's normally 2d8, right?
It's 1d8 for
Roll
casting
3.
Smite, 1d8 per level, and 1d8 if they're extra 1d8 if they're a fiend or undead. So it's 3d8 for level 1.
Yeah, doing it at level 1 is normally a 2d8, right?
Correct. And
Yeah.
if it's a fiend or undead, it would be 3d8.
Yeah. So one more. So roll 3d8.
Trying to see where it's at in my spell book.
That I don't remember. That is a.
I think it shows up
Cody
under
question.
your features and traits.
Maybe
Class
it's right.
features.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
under features and traits, actions.
Or actually, you can look under actions, and then action, I think. Actually, it might be under limited use. Now that I think about it. If you go to your actions section, then limited use, it might show up there.
It's under actions and on your features.
I think on actions it's on all the way to the bottom if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's close to the bottom, or at least on Ben it is.
And
Which is the other section.
Alternatively, you can also just click your spell slot and /roll 3d8 as well.
Yeah.
Whichever is the easiest for you. Do it like this here.
/R space 3d8.
With no... Oh, that still did it. Do that with no hyphen in it.
Or drop the period from mine.
I feel like Finn also had issues finding the Divine Smite at one time.
Yeah, I'm doing this wrong still.
Well, there's
That
one.
rolled 1.
That rolled 1, so you can do that 2 more times.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I wish there was on here, which I might be able to find, but there's not a dice roller like there is on...
Oh, right. The D&D Beyond, bottom left corner, that die. You can click it, find the D8, click that 3 times, and then click roll. And it shows up whenever it does it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
On D&D Beyond, bottom left corner has the dodecahedron.
Yeah.
If you click that, it gives you the menu of die. You can just
Oh.
queue up a few die and then click roll, and it rolls the die in D&D Beyond, and once it finalizes, it posts it into the VTT.
That is also cool. Good to know.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, if you want to type just R3D8 and go ahead and roll 3D8.
I can't figure it out. You just want to take the rest of my turn for me, and I'll be right back.
We'll go with roll 3D8. And I'll screenshot that. So that's better than the first one. All right, so 17 points of damage extra to the Hellhound. So on top of the 4, 21 points of damage. You're going to see... Well, you're not going to see anything. Paul will be the only one that sees it. And then it is hurt as he smites the sound. And he is going to... 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. Oh, crap. Then it's going to use its action to sprint. Going up the rest of the way. And it is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you as it busts through the door in here.
See,
You're What you saw was this large black dog with bright, beady red eyes and a glowing chest, snarling, kind of slobber, sizzling and burning as it hits the ground. Just jet past you, almost knocking you onto your feet as it rushes past you, barrels into the door, beelining it straight for Race's room, and actually winds up making it all the way to Reza. With
Be
100.
realistic here. Amika is not going to attack it.
Okay. All right. And that will end its turn. As that was its action to dash. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Warhorse is going to use its reaction to attack. And that will hit. Damn, 12 points of damage. Horsey strong. That was 35, 40, 45, 50, and then a dash action. 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right, as another one of these hounds just brushes past you, kind of spinning you on the other side, as one knocks you, kind of brushes against you to the left, and the next one comes at you from the right, completely ignoring you, running past you, barreling into this room. Raysa, it's your turn.
I don't like that.
Not like this. Not like this.
What the blue fuck are these things?
They aren't blue.
You recognize these. You definitely recognize these. These are hellhounds.
Yes.
And you know where they come from.
I mean, clue's kind of in the name.
More particularly, a group of people that you once knew.
Yes. We are bonus action going to do a level 3 Dragon's Breath. And uncommonly for Raysta, she's going to go with Cold.
Cold, alright. So you're using your action to also cast as well? To bonus action to use it?
When I do the roll thing on that.
Correct, yeah. I don't feel like that's the level 3 it is, though. 3d6, yeah. So that will deal 10 cold damage, and it's in a 15-foot cone.
Yes.
Let's see. If you were to do that... Yep, well, it'll hit both. We'll go with both. It's close enough for me. 10 points of damage. Let's look at...
And let me get a thing real quick. Where are they? Here we go.
Do you make any noise when you do this breath? Or is it just a... Are you
I imagine if she's doing ice, she's kind of just blowing it out. You know, like almost like you would on a cold morning.
Fair. Okay, yeah, you're going to see these like blue kind of runes light up around your face and kind of cackle into your eyes as your eyes kind of glow blue for a second, and you blow out this ice breath across these two hounds. And you're going to see one of them fall to the ground. The other one shrugs it off, though, and continues to snarl and grunt at you. As the one that fell lets out a...
I will be done.
Alright.
I'm back.
Next one is going to 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, dash, 10, that's 30, 40, 50. Makes it right beside, oh, nope, that's too far. Yep, no, right beside Amika. As another dog comes, and this one goes, the first one to your left, kind of brushing you off to the left, Mika, then the next one to the right, kind of brushing you off to the right. This one just straight between the legs as you kind of like pop up, and it continues to try to run past you, but this is as far as it's making it. And that will end its turn. Marcus, it is your turn. You have been awoken by the howl of Paul. Although, give me a perception check.
Gotcha. 1 second.
Not the howl of the hellhounds, the howl of the Paul.
That will determine on this perception
Wild
check.
Paul.
Does Marcus, in fact, know what this howl is?
The wild Paul used howl.
You do. You're like, huh, that's no animal. That's Paul.
I would recognize Paul's howl
That's
anyway.
no animal. That's a feral Paul. All right, so Marcus is going to jump up at alert already and cast Zephyr Strike on himself, and he is going to rush out the door into the direction that he heard the howl come from.
Which, also, that perception check would have noted that not only did you recognize Paul being the one that howled, but you see one of these little sapperling things just kind of quivering and pointing in that direction where Paul was sleeping.
I'm looking through and I don't see anything out here.
You do not.
Do I notice anything around me?
We'll use your perception check. You see sizzling kind of points of slobber on the ground, and but that's about leading up towards the stairs, but that's it.
All right, I'm gonna go up the stairs.
At this point, I guess they're not sizzling anymore. It's just slobber.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go up the stairs.
And you're like, oh, I know that that's not Paul's slobber.
Yeah.
Paul's slobber
Does he?
glistens more with a radiant glow than that.
Yeah.
And you're going up the stairs, so you've used 2, 3, 5. You were asleep, so you had to use half movement to get up out of the bed. Because you were laying down. So that's 15 to get up, 20, 25. We'll say we're at the foot of the stairs. You can make it to the foot of the stairs. It's cool.
Unless I dash.
Unless you dash.
Yes, I'll dash.
Okay. So I'll give you 30 more feet. It's 20 foot to get up one flight of stairs. 20. And you can go halfway up this flight of stairs as well. Or you can go out of this room. Because you also don't know where anybody is.
Do I see the slobber going out?
You don't see it from anywhere in here.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going up because I remember that's where the others were. Further up, closer towards the ceiling.
Okay, so you go about halfway up the stairs. And that's you won't be able to see anything yet, but you're still stuck in this dark stairwell. And we will go to Nysra.
Okay.
You can also give me a perception check.
I will be doing so. Let me just make sure. Wow.
I'm assuming the WoW is not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5.
Awesome. Okay. With that 5, you're gonna hear some. To you, it sounded like a dog just howling down below you. That is all you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And how much is her money? 15, 20, 25,
Ooh, what did go to next?
30, 35. I guess use dash is what doubles your movement speed, right?
That is correct. Yes, use an action to sprint and double your movement speed. Yes.
Okay. She's gonna go downstairs.
Okay, so you're dashing, which means you were sleeping, so that was half movement to get out of your bed as well. So that's 15.
Oh, I did not realize
that's my fault. I didn't iterate that. So that means 15, 20, 25, 30, Then dash. You have 30 as barbarian, right?
I think it's
35.
35. Okay, barbarian gives you 10. Is that right? 30, 35.
Something like that.
It increases with level.
10. Oh.
Pretty sure.
15, 20. So you can make it down the stairwell. Close. Actually, as you walk into this stairwell, you're going to bump into Marcus as he's attempting to run up. You're going to kind of see his back and his boots and like his bow drawn, the back of his bow as he's attempting to run upstairs. And where you're at now, you've still got 15 feet of movement.
Do I... Like, I know I personally wasn't here, but do I know where everyone else was sleeping?
You know that you would have been privy, I'm sure, because the females tend to stick together, that Raisa and Amika had gone up to the roof.
Okay, then, she'll follow Marcus upstairs, like, because he seems like he's going into battle.
Okay. So yeah, you'll make it most of the way up the stairs as you kind of jet past him just a little bit, kind of bumping him with your hammer on your way up and knocking him in the noggin. Not enough to do any damage, but enough for him to be like, "Oh!" as you kind of go past him. Paul, it is your turn.
Hey.
So while you were gone, Paul, all the dogs ran directly past you and Warhorse. Warhorse did hit one of them with his hoof as a reaction, but they all jetted past you, and you see them go straight up the stairwell.
I frantically chase them, and then Horsey comes behind me, crawling up sticks.
All right. Are you going to dash action as well to try to sprint up there? Or are you just going to use your normal movement?
Nah. I'd be able, like, if 30 would show me something bad, then I would just stop and fight it.
Stop at 35?
Yeah, if it's safe, or, there's no bad guys, then I'll dash up the stairs.
Okay. 30 will bring you into this room. You see no bad guys. 5, 10, and then 20. Yep, take you up the first flight of stairs. And which is where you will also run into Marcus and Nysra. You will kind of rush up as you see Nysra's hammer bonk Marcus in the back of the noggin as she's trying to like kind of push past him.
Nah. I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
And then Horsey is like pushing up against your butt with his nose, trying to get up the stairwell as well. But he can't push past you. Amika, it is your turn.
So Mika is going to. Oh, there it goes. Okay, Mika is going to burst into the room, mostly naked, robes open, flute in hand.
Wait, what's in hand?
It's a race. Flute.
Oh, okay. All right.
Rachel will look intrigued.
Burst into the room and be like, "I'm here to save you." And naked woman bursting into a room to save Raisa. I'd like to inspire her with that.
Okay, giving Raisa a bardic inspiration.
Well, I'm actually going to give her the mantle of inspiration.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to both of us. The 8 temp health, and you can use your reaction to move without invoking attacks of opportunity.
Okay. So you can move, Raisa, now and be safe, and you get 8 temp health.
This is all one room, right? What's this squiggly bit here?
It is
like
a
divider.
Yeah, it is a divider wall. You will have to walk around it or blast your way through it.
I will step over here by Amika.
Okay.
And then Mika is actually also going to use her reaction to finish her movement. So she doesn't get hit as she walks away.
Okay. Smart.
So that was bonus action. And then as an action... Actually, how far is it? 5... I guess it doesn't matter. Because it's reaction, so I technically have a total of 30 feet. Yep. Can I step here?
Let me see. Yeah, you can squeeze up against that divider. That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna step there as the reaction movement.
Okay.
And then I am going to cast as an action, Bane.
Okay.
On these two.
Okay, and that is a wisdom saving throw, correct?
I believe so. Charisma 15.
Charisma. Oh.
Up to 3 creatures. Yeah, okay.
They
so
are
level
proficient
down.
with that.
In charisma saving throws.
Yes. That being said, they have a -2 to their charisma, but somehow they're proficient in it.
That doesn't make sense at all.
No, but they rolled in the
Sounds
first.
good.
The first one rolled a 20. -2 + 2 equals out to a 20, and the second one is this one down here. Yeah, that's really strange. Is a 6. So the one down below you that this one that failed.
Perfect. So that one is baned. -1d4 on a attack rolls and saving throws. So that's action, bonus action. I'll stay there. Why not?
All right. This one is going.
Could I see them in the stairwell? Like, can they see me coming up these
No,
stairs?
it is a spiral staircase going up to the extent which you would not have been able to see underneath you. The stairs
Okay.
would have blocked vision. from
Yeah,
that,
okay, so they're still underneath. They haven't started peeking up around the corner yet.
Correct. Although you kind of smell horsey. Or Paul. You've kind of associated the two smells to be the same. You don't know. It's one of the two. They're always around each other, so you haven't quite figured out which one is that smell, but you assume it to be the horsey. Which, by the way, is a good smell because it's celestial, so it smells kind of like honey and baked bread.
Is that what celestials smell like in this world?
Yes. Yes, it is.
That'll be the end of Mika's turn.
All right. Hellhound going to move. Hellhound going to... You're going to begin to see kind of the fire in his throat begin to burn a dark red. As it is... let's see. Knowing that, let me see. Too far. No, not two of them. All right, I need a dex saving throw from Amika and Rasa. Amika saves. Nice. Oh no, you're not. They get the minus a D4 is from attack or.
And it only applies to the other one, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that's
This
right.
one saves.
You're right. Yep.
Yeah, when they make attack rolls or when they make saving throws is the only time it applies in yours. Oh!
So 27 points of fire damage to Rasa. Half of that to Amika.
13.
Rasa
Yes,
is
13.
very much down.
As this hound draws back its breath and just blast out forward.
How negative did that set you?
10.
Okay.
Oof.
So less than your max health.
Yeah. No, I mean it was 10 over what I currently had.
Yeah. But your max health is more than 10.
Rasa, give me a death saving throw for your turn. Oof. Oh my god,
She's back at 1 health.
You spring, you're laying on the ground as this fire washes over you, your eyes open. You kind of cough and you're just...
hatred keeps her going.
You're looking straight up. As this other hound jets into the room. Since you're on the ground, it still assumes that you're unconscious. And it is going to bite Amika with...
She's gonna shriek at it, bad dog.
Oh, okay. Next time I'll... Okay. Damn door. Alright. Bite. There we go. Minus
Minus
a D4.
1d4.
14.
Oh,
Is 14.
that is her AC.
14.
14
Oh,
is
so
right.
it's gonna hit.
Actually, no, her AC would be lower than that. She's naked right now.
That's
Well,
gonna be.
not fully naked, but she's not wearing her armor.
So you're gonna take 2 points of piercing damage and 3 points of fire damage. That could have gone a lot worse.
2 and 3.
Yep, 8 points altogether.
The 2 plus 3 is not 8.
No. 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's plus 3. So 5 piercing damage.
5 piercing and 3 fire.
Yep.
Okay. So total.
It's 1d8 plus 3 plus 2d6. And then it is gonna go top of the round
I don't
to
think she has any resistance.
Marcus.
All right, Marcus is going to continue going upstairs.
All right, so you will spend 5 foot of movement to jet past Nysra, ducking your head quickly as like her hammer's over her shoulder and it's already hit you once, and you failed your con save.
Yep.
So Bane is
no
gone,
longer active.
and you're like, ha, not this time, and you kind of duck down, and you used 5 foot to get to the top of the stairs, and then you see what you see.
Cool.
You see Amika being bit. You see, like, actively the dog's mouth has just kind of let go as she's got, like, this flaming wound on her body.
Bonus action planar warrior. And I still have Zephyr Strike from previous turn going. So let's see. I am going to, with advantage, attack this hellhound in front of me.
Sure.
Draw my bow and launch it with sharpshooter. You can do this. Ooh, yes I can. Oh, this thing is gonna sizzle. I get
Crits.
2 more d8, by the way. 1 sec.
2 more d8? Oh, from Planar Warrior and from Zephyr Strike, right?
Planar Warrior's in there.
Oh,
Planar
yeah,
Warrior's in there.
it's just Zephyr Strike. Zephyr Strike. That's right.
4 more points of force damage. So altogether, it's gonna be. Whew,
28.
No, it's gonna be.
Oh,
42.
you get advantage because of Zephyr Strike. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So yeah, this thing does take quite a bit of damage. It is still standing though, but it looks quite bloody as its wounds aren't necessarily. It is kind of dripping blood, but the blood as it hits the ground, you see her go.
And I am going to launch my next attack. This time, I'm gonna do it without. Yeah, I'm gonna do it without sharpshooter, because I don't have advantage.
Actually, it also already. Oh, Zephyr Strike. Never mind. Let's say it did Planar Warrior. Did not do Zephyr Strike. Okay, I see. I see.
So we're still fighting for the long rest.
28 for 9 points damage.
You are still fighting during the long rest. That is correct. 9 points of damage. That will. Yeah, you're gonna see that arrow kind of slice through its back, and you're gonna hear it as it falls, boom, thuds to the ground. Smoke kind of coming out of all of its wounds.
Let's see. Marcus is going to walk into here and see the other one. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. And he is going to draw a sword. And he is going to stand in front of Amika and Reza, and in front of them and the dog, and he's going to be like, stand back! And he's going to end his turn.
All right. That's right. It's your turn. Is she back yet? Okay, cool.
Yes, hello. Sorry.
I just realized how this is actually going to work out. Shit.
So, how many feet of movement would it take for her to get to the top of the steps?
10.
Would it take all of her movement? Okay, never mind. She's going to go up to the top of the step.
Okay, because you were just a little bit behind Marcus. Sorry, that put you there. 10?
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Okay.
You are going to see mostly naked Amika and Marcus and a dead dog.
Okay. I'll question that later.
And a nearly dead racer.
Okay, so that's 10,
20.
20, 30, 40. Oh, wait, that was completely wrong.
Wait. 10 to here, 15, 20,
That was
25. That's 30 where you're at now, so you've got 5 more feet of movement.
German.
And that's a desk to your right. So you can't end on the desk, or unless you wanted to try to jump on the desk. That is something you can do.
I can't stand on the dead dog.
You can. Yeah, you can
35.
stand.
There we go.
You can definitely stand on a dead dog.
And as a bonus action, she is
That's a terrible
gonna rage.
All right. Nysra is throwing a fit with rage.
Sounds less impressive when you call it throwing a fit.
You get that awesome symbol. All right. Paul.
No action.
Well, yeah, you have an action if you have anything to do. Otherwise, we will move on to Paul.
You can choose to hold it.
I'm gonna go up the stairs.
Okay, 20 feet to get up this first flight of stairs because you were at the bottom. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it'll be 15 because you had made it up a little bit. So 15 to get to here. 15, I'm sorry, to here. And then you see a half-naked Amika, Marcus, the back end of a really heavy hammer, and a dead dog.
So, oh man.
I picture like Amika's hair up in rollers and like she's got like a fly swatter or a rolled up magazine in her hand.
No, hers not up in rollers. If anything, it'd be like undone.
I
Yeah.
picture like a kimono.
Yeah, a kimono.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Definitely.
She's got a kimono, but she didn't like stop to actually tie it up or anything.
Yeah.
And her flute.
All right, Paul.
Would I be able to tell if they were still being attacked in that room?
You can see everybody at the ready. It would look like, Marcus at this point, you see him, he's literally pointing a sword at a creature. You can't see the creature, but he's pointing a sword.
I'll have to dash to get in there, right?
You've used 15, so you've still got 15 feet of movement.
Okay. Could I use that to go in their room?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, you could go to either one of these two spaces.
Gup, do you have send to back available?
I don't know
for
what
Nirsa?
that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, where you right click on the icon and you send it to the back.
Oh no, that's not something you do on this one.
Oh, okay.
And so did I use dash to get here, or can I
Nope,
still...
that was your regular movement.
All right. I put my hand on Marcus to grant him advantage on his next attack, while he reminds.
Help action
Well,
for Marcus.
Yeah.
All right.
And
then Horsey is going to lead up the trail.
Oh god.
He is going to be able to make it right up to the door, and
Let me put up the.
his head is actively poking through the door. So like,
there's no escape.
Mr. Ed style.
Horsey very confused as he sees this open kimono, half-naked Amika. Marcus is like pointing a sword, and his hand is like thrown back, stop, and he's almost like touching but he's not quite. And then Nasra's like got one Captain Sailor leg pose up on this dead dog with a hammer on her back, and Paul's got his hand on Marcus's shoulder, and Raysa is on the ground with her eyes staring straight up at the sky as Horsey like pokes his head in, almost like you see the Three Stooges where their heads layer. up. He's the third head at the top poking in. And that's going to end his turn. And go to Amika.
Mika's gonna close her kimono a little bit and hide behind the edge of this wall. And then from there, I guess she's going to.
It's item interaction.
Yeah, she's gonna viciously mock the dog.
Okay. Wisdom
That's
save.
strange.
That's so wrong.
And that is a 20.
Oh, yep, that saves. DC 15. And then as a bonus action, she's gonna yell out to Raisa, they're never gonna keep you down. And inspire her.
Inspire the racer. You got
Does that do anything?
it gives you a D8 at this level, is that right?
Yes. You have a D8 Bardic Inspiration die. When you make a ability check, attack roll, or saving throw within the next 10 minutes, you can choose to roll that D8 and add it to whatever your roll is.
Oh, sweet.
And then also, because I am... Oh, yep. So, if a creature has a Bardic Inspiration die from you and casts a spell that restores hit points or deals damage, the creature can roll that die and choose a target affected by the spell, add the number rolled as bonus hit points regained or damage dealt. So you can choose to either use it on the attack roll or use it on the damage.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the Hellhound goes immediately before Risa.
That is true. Is that Amika's turn?
Action, bonus action. I guess she's gonna step a little bit further behind this wall. That'll be
Hide behind the divider thing.
Yeah.
All right. Can I... I cannot roll it from here. You can see the dog, kind of like let me.
Yeah, I can't run past us now.
No, he cannot run past you.
He can hit most of you, though. Or most of us.
What would
Depending on
his?
how it got.
Do you have to roll to see if he gets that back?
I did, yes.
Okay.
He rolled a 5, and it recharges on a 5 or a 6.
Right. I tried.
Well, no matter how I spin it, it is not.
Can't hit all of us.
Oh, can he? Because he would. Nope. Nope, no matter how I spin it, that's not possible. So he's going to do the most logical thing. Stay right where he was. Or move forward 1 block. Okay, so I need Dex saving throw from Horsey Paul, Nitra, Marcus, and Amika. You're automatically going to take half damage because you're behind the thing, so you don't have to do a Dex save. This is pretty much going to be your successful Dex save. Does that make sense?
Oh, I can't roll
Who
to see if
doesn't
I
have to-
mitigate it
I
further.
don't have to make dex save.
You're not going to know he's doing it because you're hidden behind a thing, but it is
Mika doesn't have to.
going to does not have to what? Oh, roll the save. Yeah, it's going to shatter that divider, but only deal half damage to you since you are hidden behind it.
Okay.
Hell.
Would it even
I mean,
hit
if
me?
you-
Oh, I'm rolling the wrong thing.
You are rolling the wrong thing. Yeah, roll Dex.
Would it even hit me? Isn't the thing supposed to start in front?
No, it starts on him, and that is you within the cone. Paul and Marcus, give me that Dex.
Oh, okay. So I do need to
Oh.
give the deck.
I
Give
don't.
him that big deck.
I don't ever want to say that again. Marcus, give me that dex. I just said it again though.
Let's see.
And
13
those
pass.
are all fails. Everybody fails. And are about to
You guys can
take.
join me on the floor.
It doesn't either. Let me roll that either.
Even with my auto success, I might go unconscious,
21 points of fire damage.
which reduces to 10, which is exactly how much health Mika had left.
So Amika takes 2 damage, falls to the ground.
Wow.
Everyone
that
else
is
take
just
21
enough
points
to
of damage.
not knock her down.
Horsey gonna poof out of existence. Because Horsey has 19 HP.
I can make that comedic little pop sound when he disappears.
How much damage do we take?
21 points of fire damage. Just out of curiosity, would that have killed Raisa outright?
She's at 1 health right now.
What is her
What's her
max
max?
H?
Her max is 22.
It would not have. That's in. Oh my god, though. That's
Too shy,
insane.
though.
Whew. All right, so yeah, 21 points of damage to everyone, and then the horse.
I wondered if you were deliberately not killing Race.
No, I was just trying to hit the most amount of people as possible. And the dog also thinks you're dead. Because you have not got up yet. Paul, it is your turn.
Did I not get a turn?
Wait, Raiso's right over the hell.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yes, and you are alive. So yes, Racy, you do get a turn. You do.
So am I
And
just like
you are-
prone right now?
You are prone. Yes.
So half my movement to stand.
Correct.
I will do that. And then Race is going to say, I really hate these
Oh.
fucking things. And she is going to...
You don't have the breath anymore because you fell unconscious, which means you lost concentration.
Luckily, that's not what I want to do. We are...
You are
wait,
still
wait.
inspired, though.
You are
It's not
inspired.
concentration.
Does anyone else have the issue that occasionally on Beyond your scroll wheel just stops working for some reason?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was doing that to me.
I have to click in the scroll button, the scroll wheel, and then start moving. I see a Zeke.
Hey, buddy.
We will... Third level... Witch Bolt.
No, you don't fail
I'm
for.
gonna leave it.
Sorry. Which bolt? Yeah. Leave it lightning. Is that what you were
Yeah, I'm
saying?
just gonna leave it lightning.
Okay. And no, you don't go prone because of that. Race only went prone because Race went unconscious.
Yeah, went unconscious.
24 is gonna hit.
I will use my inspiration. You say what? It's a 1d8.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're adding extra damage.
Yep. That's 9. 9 points of damage. Hey, some more damage. As you see this cackle of lightning just blast forth from this kind of spell book you all hold in your hand, and you kind of let your hands go. It still floats, and you cast this witch bolt, crackling into it for 9 points of damage as you kind of maintain this concentration in this lightning. Does it?
Witch Bolt sets up concentration, and then for
Yeah.
each subsequent turn,
That's
you
what I
can
thought.
use your action to deal the
Use-
damage again without having to roll.
Correct. Yep. And it's 1d12.
The
So, yeah.
it's the closest I could find to disintegrate.
Until you can actually get disintegrate.
And
Yeah.
I really want... Yeah, I really wanted to do that.
Yeah, that beholder, man. Oof. Disintegrate ray.
I will be done.
All right, Paul, it's on you.
Warhammer the dog.
All right, with advantage. Go ahead and swing. .21 is going to hit for three points of bludgeoning damage as you bring down this. 20 is also going to hit. 6 total points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah. Okay. So, Paul, as you bring your warhammer back, you just crack twice onto the back of this hellhound. As you hear its bones snap and kind of break, and it lets out this deep whimper mixed with a growl as kind of some flames spitter out of its nostrils. Anything else on Paul's turn?
No, I'm done.
All right, Marcus.
All right, Marcus is going to use his level 2 slot to cast Zephyr Strike. And he is going to do some backflips. Or he's going to try, but for some reason he can't move through that little squiggle.
It's destroyed now, so you can move through it.
Okay.
It got blown away in the fire breath.
I'm going to move back here. And I am going to raise my bow.
Does Zephyr Strack keep you from taking attacks of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay. I was afraid of that. Okay.
Yes, Zephyr Strike is like super awesome. Let's see. Sharpshooter on this shot with my bow. It's gonna say it's got Planar Warrior, but that's actually Zephyr Strike because it's the same D8. Saves me from making an extra roll. No way. No way.
Yep. It had 8 HP left, so that will do the end of it.
Yeah.
As this hound falls to the ground. I did not mean that rhyme, and it makes me mad that it happened.
Why?
And if I'm able to, Marcus is gonna walk, or actually run straight over to.
You're out of combat.
Yeah, he's gonna run straight over to Raisa, and he is going to use. Actually, no, Raisa's up. Never mind. He's gonna run over to Amika. Yeah, that's what I meant. And he's gonna do a level 2. What's it called?
Give me one death saving throw first. That is one failure.
And he's gonna cast a level 2 Cure Wounds. So he's his last spell slot.
15 points healing to Amika. So, yes, as you all kind of convene into this room and you see a litter of dead dogs around you. A litter of dead dogs.
Gonna
God.
From her bed and be like, back to sleep, please.
Wait, there are 3 dogs in this room. You don't want to talk about that? Flaming dogs. Those aren't normal.
To kill me. What else do we need to talk about?
They don't even come from this plane. They're kind of my specialty. I hunt animals like this.
Maybe next time, close
Very
the door.
well, apparently.
Bed first, then we can talk about this.
Fair enough.
I try to take
Alright.
one of them too.
Give me a strength check. Or I guess that would be an athletics. Give me an athletics roll. 7. You managed to break one off, but you're also going to take a fang attack from it. Because it has savage.
I mean, one could say that totally bites.
You're not going to take the 14. It's not piercing you. You are going to take the 6 points of fire damage as it. You go to break off of its fang, and it nicks you, and you realize as it nicks you, one final little burst of fire kind of catches the wound on your hand as you take 6 points of fire damage, but you do manage to pull out its fang just very crudely so. You were not very careful with it.
My babies would be scared of it probably.
I hear a kitty.
Yeah, you do hear a kitty. Come here.
Mika is gonna make her way back up to her rooftop.
Oh.
And get Brad to patch up her wounds, bandage her up, but then
Calling it these days.
she's gonna have Phil go down and close the front door.
I'm
Maybe
sorry.
push a desk or something in front of it.
This is
I'm sorry, it's just your cat's so cute.
ow shit, he just bit me. Alright, this is Jimi Hendrix.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh my
Jimi Hendrix never liked being manhandled by the man.
Yeah, so he will kind of tend to your wounds, but the other two are still actively building something
They're building something.
for you. And
Afterwards, she'll have Brad then go like close the front door.
and
Maybe slide a desk in front of it.
Raisa, as you attempt to go back to sleep, you're gonna hate me. Roll a d6.
How predictable.
All right. So y'all can hit your long rest buttons.
Thank God.
If you roll,
It's gonna get dangerous. Go well.
I think it's either a 6 or a 1. Let me look. A 1. If you'd have rolled a 1, then you would have had more hellhounds.
Oh no.
But you did not. And yeah. So you are able to long rest though, and much needed, I am sure.
Yes.
As you
My
rest in this
Got
yeah, you got some massive crits. You got big crits. All right.
Big juicy crits.
Big juicy crits. Time is at 9:45. Okay, so yeah, y'all are able to finish your long rest. And
Just a heads up for you guys that mentioned your scroll bar wasn't working in D&D Beyond. I just had the same thing happen, and it was because my cursor was captured by the input on health. So when I was scrolling, it was changing the number there. I had to click on the health pool and then click off again, and then it would let me start scrolling.
That's interesting.
Most interesting.
Also, what did the what the two create?
okay, so there are 2 sticks, long sticks. They meet together to form basically a Y, and attached in 3 corners is a cloth that droops down into a hammock.
Good enough.
Close.
2 and 3 people can carry it.
Yeah.
2
So-
and 3? You mean 2 or 3?
Yeah, 2 and slash or 3 people.
Well, 2 and 3 would imply 5 people.
Oh yeah, no.
So I assumed
Okay,
you mean 2 or 3.
2 or
Okay,
3
okay,
people.
okay.
Yes. Either 2 in the front or one man can have 2.
It's like, carry yourself.
Perfect.
So yes, that's the thing that happened.
Well, that's how Amika's traveling over long distance now.
And as you wake up in the morning, Paul, beside your bed, you have amassed 17 carrots.
What?
And I just sleep with them.
Just a pile of them at the foot of the bed.
Through the night, the sapperlings pulled every carrot out of the garden and sat them next to you.
17 carat.
I rub
And-
the top of their heads affectionately.
They actually successfully pulled these ones out.
Eh.
And there's strangely one beat. Just one beat.
I like to think there was a learning curve where after tearing the leaves off them, they realized there was more to it.
There were originally 22 carrots left in the garden.
So what you're saying is there's still at least a couple.
Somewhere.
Just a little more difficult to get out now.
Yes. Yes. Those hellhounds were. Every time you've rolled a d6, that's what those hellhounds have. That's what that's been for.
Kind of what I wondered.
Yep. And the crazy thing is, you can get that hit at you at level 1.
Oh my god.
Goodness.
Damn.
At level 1, that can start happening.
That would have just straight up killed Raisa until pretty recently.
Yeah.
Well, if the dice had rolled any I mean, 6d6.
Yeah.
That's the potential for a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could have done it.
Mika's max health is 36.
Dang.
So she is 1 health over being able to get one shot by those guys in a bad situation.
Mm.
Not all of you hit your long rest from the looks of it, by the way.
Yep, Paul needs a long rest.
I think it's just not updating.
It's not updating. Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Doesn't take a bit to update.
And so, yeah, what do y'all want to do with your day? What direction do y'all plan on heading from here? I know y'all had a few options. You were talking about going to the thing with the
Either
people.
The monastery?
The
Monastery. Yeah, monastery or Belliard, yeah. I think you had another thing as well, but I'm not going to mention that because y'all probably forgot.
Belliard.
As Belliard is, or the monastery is on the way to Belliard. I believe we should go there.
The monastery is much closer.
It is, yeah. All right. So,
Also, didn't we come here looking for?
Supplies.
No, well, yeah, that more recently, but originally, didn't we come here looking for somebody?
at the Spire?
Yeah. We came here looking for information on one of the other delegates, or a lost guard or something. I can't remember. It was some conversation we had with the head of guard at the town we dropped the people we saved off at.
When we first came here, we were still looking for the delegate.
Correct. Did we ever find the remainder of the delegates?
No.
We just found one in the
Didn't think
monastery. And he told us that the others were, like, his books were sold off for ferry passage and he didn't know what happened to the others.
Yeah, and they directed us here for some reason.
No. Oh.
Oh, no, we came here because of the attack, hoping to gather additional information.
Yeah, we came back and they attacked us, so we cleared them out.
Yeah.
Nah.
Purged. Well,
Which I believe one of you is wearing one of their rings.
Indeed.
Paul.
Yay.
It would be the Paul.
The Paul bearer of the rings.
Oh, God.
oof.
Aha!
Wow.
Oof. Big oof. All right, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end the session here because it's only 10 minutes till anyway, and I don't want to get involved into something that we can't finish. So,
Yes.
we'll go ahead and end it here.
For Gup's sanity next session. We're all in agreement. We're all in agreement. We're going to the monastery.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry about my sanity. On this one, I actually have something to go by.
Well, yeah, but it's nice to be able
It is. Yes.
to do a bit of a refresher before you do your session.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. That is what I was actually doing today when I was sitting stagnant at work, was reading the book.
Not as much
Nice.
reading it on the fly when we decided to do something weird and outlandish.
Hey, Lily, you didn't die in this game.
I know.
I'm pretty sure she came close, though.
I'm
Yeah.
still convinced Tim's trying to kill me, by the way.
I mean, you stood in front of that dragon, to be fair.
I was trying to get the wood plank out of there so they couldn't get to us.
All right. thank you all for watching. I do appreciate you hanging out as we go through this playthrough of Princes of the Apocalypse. Obviously, with a little bit of a spin on it from the book, but it's been pretty fun so far. So again, catch us on Saturday at 8:15 p.m. Central, and for the Vindicators homebrew campaign. So again, thank you all for watching, and y'all have a spectacular week.